Thanks for joining us here for a detailed look at your Colorado weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi in the 9 News Weather Center. And after today, it is going to go right back to summer. So if you like that kind of fall-like chill, you like the pumpkin spice, all that fall stuff, everyone seems to like it these days. We're going to go back to summer after today. So get that kind of fall-like chill out of the way today, and then we go again right back to summer starting tomorrow. We do get a brief cool down later on this week, and maybe some computer models hinting at it being a bit stronger than previously thought, but even that doesn't look too robust at this point. I'll get into all of it for you. Meantime, I do have some snow to show you. This from Rocky Mountain National Park. This is probably the last of it, and in fact, soak it in while you've got it, because this is going to go away probably later today. In fact, this is already melting as we speak, but still a little bit of snow left there at the Alpine Visitor Center at Rocky Mountain National Park. Meantime, in Denver, no snow of which to speak of. In fact, temperatures climbing on up already near 70 degrees, and we'll be right around there. High about, I should say, right near 60 degrees. In Denver, we'll be right near 70 later on this afternoon. Sunsplash skies across the state. It's still a little chilly up in the mountains. Some spots into some of those colder valleys dropping down into the mid-teens overnight. That would be in, again, some of those really cold spots up by Walden and then, again, Grand, as well as in the Jackson County, some of those typically very cold spots. Hayden, that's where we did see those temperatures drop down in the teens and low 20s earlier on this morning. Leadville at 46 degrees, helped out by that elevation of 10,200 feet. And Alamosa, high desert there in the San Luis Valley, 60 degrees at this hour, but you're going to drop down tonight into the 20s and 30s. In the San Luis Valley. Temperatures have dropped on up for our friends in southern Colorado behind that cold front. The I-25 corridor, Denver actually a little bit cooler than we were where we were this time yesterday. A little bit warmer for us in northwestern Colorado. So those highs for today, we do get on up into the mid to upper 60s for us in most of eastern Colorado. Maybe a few 70s popping on up in the southeastern corner of the state, and then the western slope and southwestern Colorado, some 70s for us, and the mountains, 50s and 60s will do it for us. Freeze warning in place for us in the San Luis Valley, where we will get those temperatures down into the low to mid 20s. That'll be below 8,500 feet, so that does include us in Alamosa, where I believe Alamosa we're right around 7,500 feet in elevation. Saguache as well as Del Norte, and getting north into the sand dunes, we're going to be looking at those temperatures dropping down into the mid 20s. So chilly weather for us overnight out there in the San Luis Valley. Cover up that tender vegetation, that growing season coming to a close. Cold front, you can see it there kind of at the very bottom of your screen. That's that little tail of clouds pushing its way into Kansas and Oklahoma, and that will about do it in terms of not only that kind of fall-like chill, but it's also going to really allow for a big ridge of high pressure to take over, and that means we're going to be looking at not only much warmer temperatures for your Wednesday, but much drier conditions for the remainder of the week. And in fact, it is hard to see the next time we have any sort of significant chance for rainfall across the state past today. In fact, we did get a little bit of rain overnight here in Denver, but again, the next chance for any sort of meaningful moisture for us along the I-25 corridor for Denver, it is really, I don't see anything in the 7 to kind of 9 day outlook that hints at any sort of rainfall. Meantime, temperatures tonight dropping down into the low mid 40s tonight. This morning we got down to 39 in Denver. That was our coldest morning since May the 12th. Tonight a little bit warmer, but you can leave those windows open. 43 degrees tomorrow, getting on up into the low 80s for us in the Denver area. And fall officially begins at 1:20 p.m. This is astronomical fall. This is when we're going to be talking about that autumnal equinox, and that is going to be taking place at exactly 1:20 tomorrow. So enjoy it. Summer is officially here for the next 25 hours or so, and then it comes to a close midday tomorrow. Now, the forecast, again, not expecting really much in the way of any sort of cloud cover even as we get into your afternoon hours tomorrow. The big thing you'll notice will be those temperatures spiking on up into the low to mid 80s, mountain 60s and 70s for us. So a bit more of a summer-like feel as we start fall on your day tomorrow on your September the 22nd. Closer look in at the Front Range to 82 Denver, 81 Platteville, 82 Brighton, 73 in Pine Junction, 81 Aurora, 79 Parker, and in Grand Lake if you're looking for some of that cooler weather up there and maybe down the Peak to Peak Highway, mid 60s for us in Nederland as well as over to Grand Lake. All right, so our first ridge of high pressure moving its way off to the east. That's allowing our big ridge of high pressure to build in from the south and west, and that is what's going to keep us so consistently warm for the remainder of the week. We'll get a little nudge of cooler air on Friday. Otherwise, we're just going to be really on the summer side of things for the next little while. Again, this is a long-term view here where we're going to be looking at those temperatures staying in the 80s past today, except again for Friday. And in fact, some of the computer models are bringing those high temperatures down in the low to mid 70s for Friday. So we will feel a bit of a fall-ish chill for your Friday, but this weekend we'll be getting on up into the mid 80s. So you're making those weekend plans. Yeah, get ready for some of that summer-like heat ahead, and those temperatures will be running about 10 degrees above average for both days, and there's an outside chance we make a run at 90 degrees, and this is very, very late in the year for us to be talking about temperatures even close to 90 degrees. The latest 90-degree temperature on record in Denver, October the 1st of 1892. So again, this weekend, that would be getting close to that October 1st day. We're not quite there, but this is the final full weekend of the month of September. So for us to be this warm, this late in the season is unusual. Another look at that 7-day forecast shows those toasty temperatures sticking around for the next little while. Brad writing in that we do need the moisture. That is certainly the case. And as you can tell from the 7-day forecast, we have none of that to really talk about. Again, there's no really significant rain chances that I'm really seeing even in the long-term outlook until, again, we get maybe towards the end of next week. And that's, again, that's 10 plus days out. That's a very volatile forecast. And David's saying, Chris, multiple times. I'll say David multiple times. All right, that'll do it for your detailed Colorado weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi here in the 9 News Weather Center.